And we start off with breaking news coming in from Bengaluru. A massive controversy has erupted over a meeting that the Congress had in a private hotel. Now, the controversy has just got bigger. The BJP, we hear, is to approach the governor to submit a complaint. The BJP is raising questions over the presence of well, these are breaking visuals from Tamil Nadu that we are getting. Senthil Balaji, Tamil Nadu Electricity Minister, who broke down after he was arrested.
சட்டரீதியாக யாரை வேண்டுமென்றாலும் விசாரிப்பதற்கு அமலாக்கத்துறைக்கு உரிமை இருக்கிறது. ஆனால் அதற்கென்று
Well, the Law Minister of the Tamil Nadu Government, Ragupati, is speaking. He's saying that though ED has, been investigating, has been conducting searches according to the law, they will not be able to take such a immediate arrest. They have tortured, they have threatened, and they have hurt him. That is why this has happened. Right from 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the night, this investigation search has been happening, and they have pushed him to stress. This is an unnecessary thing, and this is a violation of human rights. However big the agency is, they are not supposed to do this. Everybody should know this.
எனவே அது குறித்து நிச்சயமாக அந்த கோணத்திலும் நாங்கள் இதை பார்ப்போம். சட்ட ரீதியாக
This is also a big angle that we will be focusing on, apart from the legal route that we will be taking to fight against this arrest.
24 மணி நேரம் 48 மணி நேரம் 72 மணி நேரம் கண்டினியூ.
They can easily end the searches by 8 p.m. in the night and resume it the next day. There is no necessity that they have to continue it till 2 p.m. late in the night. It was just a planned attack taken on the Minister Senthil Balaji.
இந்த அமலாக்கத்துறையினுடைய சோதனை மூலமாக தெரிய வருகிறது. இது முழுக்க இதுக்கு யார் காரணமாக இருந்தாலும் அவர்கள் மக்கள் மன்றத்தின் முன்னாலே பதில் சொல்ல கடமைப்பட்டவர்கள், நீதிமன்றத்தின் முன்னாலும் பதில் சொல்ல கடமைப்பட்டவர்கள்.
And joining me now is Varshini on this breaking news. Varshini, breaking news coming in from Tamil Nadu. Senthil Rajan arrested after 18 hours of questioning. We believe it was it had a huge impact on him. He broke down when he was arrested, and there's a sharp, criticism coming in from the ruling party. They are extremely upset over the ED raids. They've been crying foul over the raids ever since they began. Give us all the details.
Well, that is very true, Rukma. With all the pictures, the visuals that we are able to see, it's very evident that Minister Senthil Balaji, who had actually complained of chest pain while he was being arrested and taken by the ED officials who were conducting searches for over 18 hours at his residence, and we are able to see visuals of him holding his chest on one hand and holding his head on another hand, where we are able to see that he's breaking down, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital, and now we hear from the DMK ministers that he's currently getting treated in the ICU. Therefore, we will be knowing further action by the ED only after his health condition improves. Therefore, once the treatment is over, only the ED will be able to take next action. But we are able to understand that he will also be produced before a sessions court today, where the ED will request for the custody of Senthil Balaji to interrogate him, and that is exactly what we are seeing is going to be the next step from the Enforcement Directorate. And at the same time, we are given to understand that this investigation and this arrest was made over the cash for jobs scam that surfaced during few years ago when he was in the AIADMK party, and he was also a minister in their previous regime. and he was handling the transport department. And during his regime as the transport minister of the Tamil Nadu government, previous Tamil Nadu government, in fact, he was actually alleged that he had taken money in from a lot of people in return for promise of government jobs in the transport department, which did not happen, and that is why the scam had come out. Therefore, for money laundering, for this particular scam, the sitting minister in the DMK government, now the minister for electricity and excise prohibition, has now been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, and currently, as he's also ill, and he's complained of chest pain, he's also getting treated in the hospital. So we'll have to see how the ED takes the next step in this particular case.
Right, Darshini. Well, two questions I'd like to ask you. Firstly, was there knowledge in various circles earlier that Senthil Balaji could be involved in corruption of this kind? Because, the news spreads before the enforcement agencies actually take action in most cases. Was there any information circulating in various sources that, that he could be involved? Also, M.K. Stalin, Chief Minister, he's been scathing in his attack on these raids. Give us the latest on that coming in from his office and from the Chief Minister himself.
Well, Rukma, if you see, this scam actually surfaced back while he was a minister in the previous regime itself. And, after he was the minister of the AIADMK government from 2011 to 2016. And that is when this has happened. And after that, there were several instances where investigations had also taken place regarding this cash for jobs scam, which took the name of the minister, Senthil Balaji, the former minister in the AIADMK regime. Therefore, this is very evident that he was part of this particular scam for a really long time. There were several investigations that happened by the Tamil Nadu police itself. But now that the ED Enforcement Directorate has filed an FIR and taken cognizance of this matter, and them investigating this matter and arresting Senthil Balaji is definitely a very important development in this particular issue, is what we are able to understand. And at the same time, yes, the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin gave a very detailed statement yesterday. And in the statement he issued, he had actually slammed the BJP government for misusing the independent agencies in the country to attack the opposition parties. And he's also spoken about how this is a recurring thing that has been happening in the country at different states, at with the different parties. And he's also spoken about how this is an attack where the BJP government in the center is not able to face the opposition parties in the regional states. And he also actually spoke about how they will be fighting this out. Mr. Minister Senthil Balaji will be given all kinds of help from the DMK government as much as possible, so that he comes out of this, he walks out of this freely. And even last night, we saw him reaching out to several opposition leaders who had also taken it to the Twitter, or they have also been issuing statements where they're speaking about how they stand in solidarity with the DMK government and Minister Senthil Balaji, saying that this is just an attack from the union government. And right now, the Chief Minister and the ministers and his cabinet and his highest team of officials are discussing as to what to do next, how to take the legal route and to fight this out. And at the same time, we just saw the law minister who discussed it with the media, where he spoke about how apart from fighting this particular case legally, they will also be taking another route against the ED for misusing certain of their protocols and doing an overnight arrest and without making sure that he's not able to contact anybody in the meantime. Therefore, the DMK is definitely on its toes, trying to figure out any option as possible to make sure that they are able to support Minister Senthil Balaji and bring him out as soon as possible. Rukma.
Right, Varshini. So Well, clearly MK Stalin miffed and upset, and perhaps, you know, it could be he could be anticipating more such raids against his ministers. Senthil Balaji, clearly, well, his going into custody, if that happens next, we'd like you to take our viewers to what next for Senthil Balaji himself in terms of procedure. How long has he been remanded? Is his remand process complete? When is it going to be undertaken? And he's already been questioned for 18 hours. So what next for him? And also the impact his absence will have, if he should be absent, for the ruling DMK. Because we've seen the the huge impact some members of any government could have. If they are in custody over money laundering and various other corruption charges.
Well, Rukma, if you see Senthil Balaji, Minister Senthil Balaji is actually considered to be one of the most influential and powerful ministers of the MK Stalin cabinet. And he's also, holding this high portfolio, this very, important portfolios of be it excise or at the same time electricity. And we also understand that MK Stalin and Minister Senthil Balaji have a very close relationship after he joined the DMK party a few years ago. And right now, this arrest is going to make a lot of difference. It is going to, shift a lot of eyeballs because it is very, very crucial for the DMK government because it's just been just a little over 2 years that the DMK government, the MK Stalin government came to power, and now a minister being arrested is going to make it look very, very difficult for them. So as far as the legal proceedings is concerned, the ED will be, in all likelihood, will be producing him before a session court today, where there is higher chances that they will get custody and they can take him for further investigation. And once that is done, the Tamil Nadu government will have to give a notification to the Tamil Nadu State Assembly Speaker. Assembly sessions that is currently happening, it is understood that the speaker will have to take at least 5 days of time, and within the 5 days of time, he will have to inform to all the MLAs, all the state assembly, legislative assembly members
regarding
we'll
be coming back to you.
Next, the action by the speaker will also be taken by them.
Right. Varshini, I'll be coming back to you. So stay with me. Let's listen in to some reactions that we are getting on this massive breaking news coming in from Chennai.
I saw him when he was shifted to ICU.
How is his health?
The doctors are evaluating his health condition. We will be knowing that by 9:30.
You mentioned that he had some bruises and
He was telling us the doctors have examined about that. I hope, because it's a procedure. When a person says that he was assaulted by somebody, the medical code ordains a doctor to note down all the injuries, whatever it is there. We will be knowing only after seeing the reports.
So did we receive any official communication from ED?
So far, no. So far, no.
We don't receive any
official communication. No.
So Senthil Balaji collapses after his arrest after 18-hour-long ED raids on his property. And earlier, Chief Minister MK Stalin had also come out scathingly against the ED raids, saying that the central government is carrying out the politics of intimidation.